All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Don. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep it sweet. I'm going to go ahead and respond to this, from my last video that I did in reference to, health and fitness, taking care of yourself. Listen, the ultimate adversity in life is not everybody else, but it's yourself. It's yourself. And of course, it's all about your outlook on life and how you do things. First of all, think about this for a second, okay? You have this physical body, and you live in this body every single day. If this body breaks down, it's going to tell you, it's going to let you know. You should take a little bit of time each day concentrating on taking care of this body, because this body houses your mind, your intellect, your thoughts, ideas, and you have to try your best to make sure you keep toxic things out of your mind, because if you are a negative individual and a negative person, you're going to see everything that way, and your body is going to respond according to your mind. Now, physically, let's just say, okay, you can't do one push-up. No big deal. No big deal. Everybody has to start from somewhere. Everything is all dependent upon your outlook on life. You're not in competition with nobody out there but yourself. If you have a desired way, and I promise you, being in shape, being healthy, it feels better. The quality of life is a whole lot better than someone who's not. It's just all there is to it. You just feel better. Your quality of life is, and you can sense it, you can tell it, but it comes at a price. The price is, are you willing to pay it? Listen, if you can't do one push-up, start out on your knees. Get in the push-up position. If you can't do a push-up from there, do a half push-up. You did a half that day. The next day, get in the same position again. You may be able to go down and do a full one. A full push-up on your knees. In time, within the month, believe it or not, you will be able to actually do 10 push-ups, maybe 20. But guess what? Because you are actively doing something and you're watching the progress, you just got to win. You have literally got to win. So, and that's in everything in life. In life, the greatest downfall that we have is we take everything personally. Listen. I look at myself at times, and I'll go, man, where'd that come from? Ooh, you look like a piece of crap, man. That's how I am. But I don't get down on myself. What I do is I do something about it, because you see, I understand that fat on the body, it carries a lot of toxins. It carries a lot of things that is a detriment to the inside of the body, which are the organs, the vital organs, and they have to work, and they're not going to continue to keep working like that. If I continue to keep abusing me. With that comprehension and understanding, I don't want to be 70 years old, can barely stand up, have to have a wheelchair and somebody to assist me, because I know what the purpose of moving is all about. And the one thing, the biggest mistake anybody can make is let this mind accept weakness and be weak. Just accept it. You will watch yourself slowly but surely deteriorate, and you will have a life of pain and a life of suffering. Really. So, since you live in this body, it's a temple, you better take care of it the best you can. I see people, it just appalls me. They'll spend $60,000, $70,000 on a brand new car. And they'll meticulously wipe it, take care of that thing as clean as I don't know what. They would do, everything. When the same people that get out of their car, they're 5'11", 400 pounds. I'm like, what in the world? I asked myself the question, which one is more important? That vehicle or me? Because that vehicle, regardless, 10 years from now, it's probably going to be in somebody's used car lot or junk heap, period. We would love to think this is our last vehicle we're going to buy and we're going to take care of it. But they're designing these things to fail, period. I mean, they're making sure that these things, they temper the steel and everything else, that it has a certain life span in the vehicle. And then after that, poof, they what they want you to do, because you can't make money by going out and making products that last for a long time. You got to make them to last for a certain length of time. They start breaking down, tearing down, and everything else, so that we can get the customer back in there and buy from us again. You know, I used to be very big on BMWs because I lived in Germany. 89, 90, and 91. And I used to drive those things. And those things, man, they were, I would call them beasts. Man, they were bionic beasts, man. They was, but a BMW today, it ain't no better than a Chevy or a Ford. None. It ain't no better whatsoever at all. All you're going to end up doing is paying more for a name and the title of the car, the reputation, and pay high service bills for a vehicle that is no better. They used to be the cream of the crop, but they're pieces of junk right now. That a BMW is really ain't no better than a Ford Fusion. It's just a fact, period. It's a sad thing. It's a sad reality, but that's the truth. I know I'm digressing here, but I'm trying to paint a picture. With you, as long as you start doing something, it's a win. It's a win. For instance, if you want to learn how to kickbox, if you can't even lift your leg up halfway, kick one time that day. Even if you just kick one time in a day, you probably could be able to kick 10 times by the end of the month if you stay consistent. See, it's all about consistent, and consistency changes your mind. That's how I can tell. You know, I'm a preacher. I can tell who's reading the Bible and who's not reading the Bible. Easy. Because how do I know that? Because I read it. I study it. I know it. So I can tell just by talking to someone or watching someone's lifestyle if they believe the Bible or not. And I can pretty much tell where they at. How? I've been doing this almost 30 years. I've been doing. Now, that's what I choose. I choose to read the Bible and believe it, and it's actually been a good benefit for me. It's actually allowed me to live a very peaceful, prosperous life. But that prosperity comes because of the labor of my own hands, not depending on nobody else. No, now it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. You need to work in your labor, your own hands, and your labor will make room for you. But you know that there are forces out there, and you are the greatest force of negativity, and you are the greatest force that is against yourself. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. Nobody can be as negative. Nobody can be as down. Nobody can be excuse making. Nobody can rationalize. You know, I see people all the time. For instance, I told you about my injury, right? I fell off the trailer, hit my elbow, stumbled, and landed into a ditch of rocks, right? Messed me up, couldn't even bend my arm. And so a month later, I said, man, I still feel the pain a little bit. So I went into the gym, and I didn't go really as heavy as I used to. I went half. And I heard something go pop. I go, oh boy, I got back down here and my arm will swell up again. I was like, well, I'm just going to have to wait this out, because I'm the type of person that if I sit down too long, depression, I have to fight it. I have to combat it. It starts entering in. So what I do is I go and figure out other things I can do with this arm, or other things I can stay active with, because moving is the best thing you can do. And never stop moving. You stop moving, that's it. That's it. You can count yourself out. You gonna rigor mortis is gonna set in while you living. You're gonna be a hard individual. I'm telling you. And of course, the way that the United States of America has it is, you start telling everybody about your pains, but you don't tell everybody how you got there. Now, I know how you got there because I'm living the life. I'm living it. And I don't mind telling you, I'm 50 years old, and I give 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old men, I give them a serious run for their money, if not just literally outdo them. Now, what am I saying in that? I'm just trying to be an inspiration. I'm better than nobody. I don't have a high, lofty opinion of myself, regardless of whatever some people may say. I'm not the type of person that I'll get out here and I'll see someone successful and I'll sit back and develop envy and jealousy against them and don't even know them, and then get on here and start making a YouTube video and start tearing them down. I don't even know these people. I won't do that. I got better things to do. Where does that come from? It comes from an attitude, and it comes from the mind, and that comes from the body. Anyway, I hope I said something to stimulate thought, but if you want victories and the wins in your life, do a little bit at a time each day, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, because this body, it always takes the path of least resistance. It loves it. It loves it. The old saying goes, no pain, no gain. But I tell you what, that's the good kind of pain. The other type of pain is the negative pain that will hurt you if you just sit and you'll do nothing. So you got to do something, and you got to change his mind. And before long, once you start changing his mind, it becomes habit, and then you have just reset yourself. So I hope I've said something here positive this morning that's going to help you out. As a matter of fact, I don't know what his video is. If I can find the video, I'll include it in the link below right here, and let you see what it says about poor circulation. Y'all have a wonderful day. All right, have a wonderful day.